I'm going to take you through some burpee progressions today. The burpees are kind of universally loved and hated for the same reason. They're very effective, which often is trainer speak for difficult to do, but also works. So I like to tell my clients I don't have an issue with you suffering. I just want to make sure it's not for no good reason. So if you're going to work hard, we want you to get the benefits of it. And the burpee is great for that. So what I'm going to do today is show you different ways to kind of move through those burpees. So if a lot of times people look at the initial burpee and think that's kind of beyond my ability, we're going to start off with the walkout, which you can kind of program the same way you would program a burpee, but it's a little bit easier on the joints, a little bit more accessible for people that are new to this sort of thing. So for the walkout, you're just going to start and squat down, hands on the ground, and you're going to try and keep your hips still. You're just going to walk out to straight and then walk back and stand up. We would call that 1 rep. So if you're looking at a burpee program and it calls for 10 reps, so you would just do 10 of these. So nice, simple for the joints, easy on the lower back, and a good way to get used to getting up and down off the floor. So that's the walkout. Once you get comfortable with the walkout, we're going to have you move on to the burpee, and we'll take the push-up out to make it a little bit easier. So all that really is going to change there is there's going to be a little bit of an explosive movement in place of the walkout. So for the burpee, you're just going to squat down, hands on the ground, and then kick those feet out into the top of a push-up position. And then jump back and stand up. The next way we're going to progress that is add a push-up and a jump. So this will be more of what you think of when we think of the regular burpee. So you're just going to drop down, hands on the ground, kick your feet out, push up, hop back up, jump, and back down into the next burpee. So that's kind of the standard burpee. If you feel like you want a little bit more explosive in that, explosive movement, I like to use the explosive burpee. The goal here is to have your hands and feet off the ground at the same time on the way up, or on the way down and on the way up. So this is a kind of a key difference, but we want you to drop down, and from here I'm going to hop to this position, and on the way back up, I want to hit there before I hit my jump. So to slow that down, so I'll show you the explosive burpee right now, and pay attention to where my hands and feet are, because the important part here is that you're actually leaving the ground. So you're trying to generate enough force on the way up to jump back up. So we'll start here. So that's the explosive burpee. Sorry, it got me a little bit winded. So I'll catch my breath, and then I'll show you one way. Take it to even the next step. This would be an even more advanced one where with the jump, we'll be adding a jumping pike. So move on to this one once you're really comfortable with the explosive burpee. But same thing, everything applies, except now we're going to jump up, try and touch our toes with our legs up front. So see if I can muster a couple of these here. So that is the explosive burpee with the jumping pike.